Oceans right now, and hasn't been a clear favorite for a while in this second half. No one's really dominating play, and still a lot of midfield play.
Palladini, long ball to Gardner. Good trap by Gardner. He first time's in trouble for Bush. Almost able to get to it was Boudny. Now here's Gregory Richardson. Richardson drives it back the other way. Plotkin's there. Leo Gibson in a foot race with Palladini. Leo Gibson wins this one. Stewart knocked to the ground by Lowry. They'll call that foul.
And a good foul by Lowry.
But a quick restart. Aguilera gets it to Tete. He'll get it out wide right to Leo Gibson. Oka now running the left wing with Tete up top. Gibson on the right wing.
If you're wondering what a good foul is, numbers were up for Cleveland, and Lowry slowed that pace down. They did take it very quickly and about 5 yards in front of the spot of the foul. Referee let that play.
Stewart will lose it. Gardner didn't realize Lowe was going to make that run. Played it back to Lowry. Lowry now seeing Lowe make that run. Didn't like the pass. Shields feeling the pressure. Palladini's on it. Palladini asking for help. How he got that ball to Richardson, I'm not sure, but he did. Palladini stays with it. Palladini now to Plotkin. Back to Palladini. Palladini, what a ball to Lowe. Lowe now with it. Lowe trying to juke and jive, and he's knocked to the ground. This is good opportunity for Carolina.
No question, about 20 yards off the end line, and with an angle of that nature, you need to get that ball behind.
Nobody warming up now for the Carolina Railhawks, except Caleb Norkus may now just be off the bench.
Palladini will take this right-footed.
Try to swing it in.
Schulte on the near post.
There is Schulte. There's also Amir Lowry punched away by Bush. Lowry a second quicker. He would have got, I think, to the ball before Bush's punch.
Good play there by Shields, also knocking that ball out of bounds for a throw-in. Possible counterattack coming the other direction.
There's only one place to see who's best. USLsoccer.com. Play with passion.
Pressure's being ramped up a little bit. See Josh Gardner doing a lot of chasing.
Gardner over to Palladini. Now Shields. Oka puts pressure on Shields. He'll drop it to Amir Lowry, and now they'll play it out back to Tollison. Here's Lowe. Lowry's got some space. Look at all the black jerseys behind the ball. Richardson looking for a gap. Finds it to Shields. Shields now. Try to drive this one in. Nobody home. One back by Cleveland. Conte. Nice stuff from Tete, and Shields will let this one go out of bounds. Back to Cleveland. 73rd minute, no score.
Tete made a nice play there, taking that long ball off his chest.
Good ball to Stovall.
Looks like Sese is thinking about coming in for Cleveland.
Israel Cisse. They said he's going to goes by. This one comes back now to.
Let's put your hands together and make some noise for your Carolina Railhawks at the top of the table and needing a win tonight. Hey! Referee!
Another yellow card here.
Who's that going to? Gibson or Lowe?
I think it's going to Looks like it's going to low.
Lizzie Coleman, the trainer, will run on now. And that means John Gilkerson will get up to warm up.
It definitely looks like Lowe wants to come out. That he feels that he's injured enough that a substitution is warranted.
He's holding his hamstring over there far side.
They're going to make the substitution right away.
Gilkerson doesn't even have a chance to warm up. He's pretty much the ultimate athlete, though, so. You don't see that every day, though, do you, where you just right off the bench and jump right in without warming up?
Yeah, it's tough, and he's been sitting since halftime interval, and that was 30 minutes ago. Doesn't seem that concerned about it because he isn't stretching while he's waiting to go in, but we'll see if he does it in there.
It's like a pub league game. We're just come on the bench and come on in. John Gilkerson, number 15.
Some of those adult games, though, stretching is fatiguing, so you try to stay away from it too much.
Gilkerson on now. Cisse will come on to Leo Gibson, who I thought played well. Driven in, dangerous. Oh my, Lowry is lucky. He was able to get back, get his foot in the way. As Stewart, 2 chances at it. The second time, the swing and a whiff. Palladini, oh my. Red card as he came in hard, studs up, an instant red.
That was a dangerous play just because they're both getting to the ball at the same time. Let's get a look at this, hopefully see what happened. He definitely came studs up and 2-footed. Do both of those things, you're going to get red carded. Add to it 3 things late.
Palladini back on it as Gay shown the door for that red card. Doesn't seem in too big a hurry to go into the tunnel. Another hard foul, this one back to Carolina.
Getting a little bit more physical now. This angle is not as easy to get across in here.
Free kick opportunity.
Especially on the near post.
Gay still not headed into the locker room. Palladini steps over for Gardner. Gardner into Richardson. Gardner, good ball to Palladini. Right back to Gardner. Gardner now back to Palladini. This one out of bounds. Goes back to Cleveland. This is the red card again. Want to see it one more time.
Come in both feet.
Oh.
And studs up. And then appeal to the referee, but he was gone quickly.
This is rough here, and Reed able to get to it. What an athlete.
As a goalkeeper, after you make that play, you think, I hope the other team isn't coming.
So the Railhawks will have a man advantage here for the final 20 minutes.
For a complete list of celebrities and event details, visit golfclassic.org.
I think that looks like a 70, but I think it's a 78, isn't it? A little bit tough to tell on the...
Might be. Here comes Palladini.
After the work in June, the park is looking great shape here. The pitch is great.
Palladini with a shot into the depot, though, not on target. Seems like you were calling for the Railhawks earlier, but I guess Brian Wellman was at halftime to, instead of shooting from 40 yards, try to make that last pass into the 18. Your thoughts on that comment?
I think it's whatever can get the ball in the back of the net, but you know, you have to take some outside shots to open up that extra pass also. And right now, they haven't done enough to move Cleveland out of this defensive posture that they're in.
This is trouble. Cleveland now with Gardner all over his backside. Gilkerson just into the game. Finally cleared out of there by Gardner. One right back by Cleveland. They're looking to be the team that has the man advantage, not the Railhawks. Oka, interesting shot. Not a bad idea.
He had the right idea. Was curling towards the back post and didn't miss by much. Haven't had many scrums in front of the net or anything like that. Very few crosses where people are running near post, far post. Had some set plays and some long shots, but this hasn't been a thing of beauty for either team.
No, indeed. You're right. It's the 80th minute now. Time running out here on both teams.
Got Cleveland opening up, though, Dean, a little bit more, trying to get this goal. But once again, they're happy it's in the 80th minute and it's zeros.
Especially down a man. Palladini to Plotkin. Plotkin hoping to squeeze it through to Budny. He does. Budny stays with it. Budny's still on it. Budny gets a shot and finally cleared off deep by Cleveland.
It's a good play by Budny there. Good setup also.
Yeah, good stuff by Andre Budny to get through 3 defenders in black for Cleveland. Tollison somehow got his foot on that one. He'll come right back to Cleveland. No score and a little silent here at Wake Met Soccer Park. Tete. Oka makes the run. Gilkerson had that one covered. Gives it to Amir Lowry. Somehow that finds Richardson's got Budny. Budny's on! And a save by Evan Bush. Richardson stays with it. He'll shoot it out! Gregory Richardson with the goal! Jumps up on Martin Rennie. And the Railhawks with another goal.
Here we go. Ball through. Good play by Bundy. Goalkeeper is there. Bush takes a little bit too long to get back into his goal. He's not set and leaves a lot of goal open, gets a hand on it. He didn't get back quick enough to cut off the ankle, to be able to be where he needed to be. But loose ball, and Railhawks took advantage of it, and good finish by Richardson. Now you'll have to see Cleveland come out of this defensive shell that they've been in.
Palladini now to Plotkin with Conte closing in on him. The streamers and the smoke bomb coming from the depot as Gregory Richardson has been simply amazing since coming over after being released by the Colorado Rapids. He now has credit for 4 goals.
A lot of this game is psychological too, being down a goal, especially after the ball was saved originally.
More from Budny. Inside the 18, Richardson lurking far side. Gilkerson would have done better to get that one in the air. He's got another chance, gives it back to Budny. Budny's now inside the 18. Budny turns and shoots, then gets taken down.
Bundy has definitely added the spark since he's come in.
Certainly has, and he'll talk to the referee. The referee will give him a yellow card for diving.
Having some cautions out here tonight.
In the 83rd minute of play,
Martin Rennie all sweaty now after he got tackled by Richardson after the goal.
Yeah, that was nice. He's an interesting guy, Gregory Richardson, a man of very few words from Guyana. He's doing his talking on the field.
As long as he knows the word goal, you know, that's the Railhawks like him for that.
They certainly do. Gilkerson had that one read. No problem, and the Railhawks, as they seem to do, never sweat it. They get a goal here, now lead the Cleveland City Stars by a score of 1-0. Gilkerson to Plotkin. Tough ball for Palladini. Tete's on it. Gilkerson reads this one back. Good defending. And almost a dangerous opportunity that fell to Tete. And that could have been 1-1 pretty close.
Could have been. I want to talk always about that first period of time. I call it 5 minutes, and after a goal is scored, both ways. That's where you have to be very cognizant of what you're doing. 85th minute here. There will be some injury time added. A lot of USL games that are important to tonight. You got the big one, Charleston and Portland. Obviously, the biggest one is the one we're always doing, right, Dean?
Of course, yeah. But you're right, though. I mean, Charleston coming off that 2-1 win over Vancouver, and then got to drive down and get through custom, go through the border, and it's not easy. It'll wear on you. I've done that trip with them before, Charlie, and it is tough. They probably flew into Portland, drove up to Vancouver, then drive down to Portland to play the game. Matt Watson warming up. Looks like he might get to run around a little bit. Now he'll come right back down, and yeah, he is going to maybe come in. We'll see. 86th minute. Cleveland not done making substitutions. They're down a goal. Oka. Aguilera. Palladini. Palladini taken down.
He's gotten a lot of hits in his few minutes out here today.
He really has. So dangerous, though. A yellow card now to number 17, Ryan Stewart.
Palladini was the recipient of the tackle on the red card. Two-footed, studs up.
Canoe will come off as Kobe Lacrone getting ready to come on.
In the 87th minute of competition, Cleveland City Stars substitution, stepping off number 16, Warren Conley, coming on number 6, Colby LeBron. Also in the 86th minute, yellow card presented to Cleveland City Stars player number 17.
3 minutes plus, Dean. Railhawks would like to keep the score like this, or maybe get one more.
Lacrone plays the ball out wide. Running on with it now is Cisse. Over to Tete. Tete in. Cisse's there, but so is Mark Schulte, the captain, getting it done.
Good play there.
Richardson.
It's going to be a dangerous play here if it stays in bounds.
It does stay in bounds somehow. Threading the needle. Richardson loves to go at player. Steps over. Richardson down to the end line. Keeps it in. Drops it to Gardner. A swing and a miss. Boudny stays with it, and Boudny can't finish.
Great play by Richardson. Conte was not excited to see him coming at him at speed.
Richardson absolutely gave a gift to Gardner, and Gardner could not finish.
He hasn't probably got much sleep in the last 2 days.
True that. Oka, birth of his daughter Addison. And it'll be a corner kick for Cleveland. Good stuff.
In the north end zone in the Wake Orthopedics Autograph Alley.
88th minute.
It's going to add about 4 minutes, it looks like.
Matt Watson hoping to get in.
Looks like about 2 plus 4, I think, is going to be on.
Aguilera. Dangerous. Boudny able to clear it. Right back in. Cleveland continuing to apply the pressure to the Railhawks. 89th minute. The Railhawks with a win here and 3 points if they can hang on will move into first place once again, depending on what Charleston does tonight at Portland, of course. A win would make Carolina 13-5-3 and give them 42 points. Charleston would need a win to stay equal and same number of games tonight over Charleston. A Charleston win will put them back in first place.
Charleston has played more games, though, however, than the Railhawks.
They'll have played 2 more after tonight's game.
Right.
Richardson back to Palladini. Palladini making sure Richardson stays on side, tries to skim it over to either Gardner or Boudny. Matt Watson get ready to check in for the final minutes.
3 minutes of extra time, it looks like. Closing in on the 90th minute here, Dean.
Shields. How did he pop that one right to Plotkin? Plotkin first times it over to Palladini. Plotkin had more time than he thought. They continue to nick at Palladini, though. He gets hit every time he touches the ball. Lowry looking for some movement. Gardner back to Lowry. Lowry stays with it. Now Gilkerson making the run. Good tackle stolen away there by Troy Roberts.
Not well done by Gilkerson there. He needed to keep that ball. He had space in front of him. Late in the game, you don't want your defenders losing the ball when they make those runs.
3 minutes of stoppage time. Looks like Matt Watson's not going to check in. Lowry to Schulte. Finds Plotkin. Gardner makes the run into space just the way they do it. Can he run it down? Gardner first times it. Boudny's there. Boudny, what a flick! What a save by Bush! Richardson there, back to Palladini, but behind him. Big time save by Bush. What a flick by Boudny, though.
Yeah, Bush was a great play, but Boudny made a great skim header to the back post. But this game's not over yet.
Stewart outside the 18. Oh my. That goes off of Schulte, corner kick.
Goalkeeper coming up. And Coach Rod Underwood decided not to have him come up. Bush wanted to come. So he's standing in the center circle. That puts 8 Cleveland City Stars in the box.
Lowry now comes out, and there's Reed, gets his hand on it. And now Reed, look at Reed come out and get it. Into space for Palladini. Palladini's got Richardson the other side. He's got Boudny in the middle. Gives it to Boudny. Richardson wants it. He'll get it. Going the other way. Richardson with a shot. Bush with the save. It's still loose. There's a goal for Daniel Palladini. And how about the Carolina Railhawks? Palladini jumps into the crowd, giving everybody a high five.
Good play there on the counterattack. Now I think we can paint this one orange and blue. What do you think?
Indeed.
Here's the replay. Richardson gets the ball, takes a shot. Bush allows the rebound. You have to follow it. Bounce off his leg. Palladini pushed it away from him, and then calmly put the ball in the back of the net.
And then proceeded to jump into the crowd. A good goal from Daniel Palladini. Brian Plotkin coming off now. Gets a hand from Capono Low.
It's going to be 3 points, and that's the game.
That is the game. The final whistle. The score, the Carolina Railhawks 2. The Cleveland City Stars 0. Carolina goes to 13-5-3, and they're 42 points. put them squarely in first place. And Charlie Slagle, any way you look at it, the Railhawks playing some unbelievable soccer.
Yeah, 10 goals in the last 4 games and none allowed. So you gotta love that.
10 goals in the last 4 games versus 0 and 4 victories as the Railhawks continue to get it done. They got 9 more games on the season, and here was
the
close
first call,
goal, I believe. Yep.
Richardson going to chase that down. That was the earlier. Seeing some of the action. There's the red card. Palladini, who had the target on him, kicked me. Richardson, Bundy. Good play there. Ball comes back out to Richardson. Great play there. And then hammered the ball.
That's with his right foot. He can hit it equally with both feet.
He hit it well and hit it to the back post.
And comes over and celebrates with the coach.
There you go. And then here's the last play. Richardson got the ball. Hit another good shot, low, hard, into the back post. Was not played well by Bush. He got down there to at least get a piece of it, but gave up a rebound. And the game was over as it was deep into the extra time.
There is your final score, your final comment on the Carolina Railhawks, Charlie Slagle.
The Railhawks are playing well. They have a trip to Vancouver coming up, and then they play Vancouver here the week after that. And I think it's a team that everyone should be worried about in the USL One. They have a lot of fresh players. They've got a lot of players that are there, and they're not relying on 1 or 2 players. Palladini was their best player for a while, and he came off the bench today and did some good things.
Unbelievable stuff for the Carolina Railhawks. Their next home game is August 18th against Vancouver, 7 p.m. We'll be back here with you on USLLive.com. For Matt Bachman, our director, Joseph Meyer-Salmon, our producer, on camera, Kyle Lang, Josh Rivas, Bob Ellis, my broadcast partner, Charlie Slagle. I'm Dean Linke saying so long. Once again, your score, the Carolina Railhawks 2, the City Stars 0. The Railhawks are in first place, leaving you and everyone saying, how about the Carolina Railhawks?